Speaking of answers in Genesis and AI,
Huh?
they say generative AI is not directly comparable to calculators. This is the first thing they've ever said that I can agree with unequivocally.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
I don't know what point they're trying to make here, but I saw the tweet and I was like, you know what, AIG, I agree. That doesn't mean it's good, but like, sure, they're not calculators. Because calculators get math right when you ask them. Chatbots can get it wrong.
It's such a weird thing to say. Like, it's not
like
incorrect, but...
There was no context with this. It's just out of nowhere. They're not calculators. Like, okay. Cool story, bro.
You're right. They're not. Cool.
Moving on. So Mehdi Hassan, this is in response to Trump calling a reporter dumb or something. Like, okay, can we talk about? Have you seen the clip where he calls a reporter dumb?
It's in front of the helicopter. Yep.
The way he says it.
You're not a very smart person. You're very dumb.
No, it wasn't. You're not a very smart. It was you're a dumb person. That was how he. That is how my 7-year-old insults people. My 7-year-old who knows the word fuck but does not understand how to use it, so says you're a big fuck. Like, that is how
you're a big fuck.
Yes, that is the thing that I have been called. But yes, no. So my 7-year-old insults people using the same linguistic tendencies as Donald Trump. I assume at some point my 7-year-old is going to figure out how these words work and not use them in such an immature way, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. Just I know that's like probably a petty thing to focus on here, but it just seems to me that he just doesn't grasp how the words he's using are supposed to work. And I know that's kind of like a in other news, water is wet scenario here with Trump, but whatever. Anyway, Mehdi Hassan, with regards to that, asked, when did we normalize this? When did it become okay for a president to tell a female reporter she's a dumb person for asking a totally legitimate question about his contradictory answers? Was there a specific time when it became okay, normalized? And Brianna Lyman said, probably around this time, and posts a link or a screenshot of a headline from when Biden called Peter Doocy a stupid son of a bitch into a microphone that he didn't know was on, and which created a shitstorm of media attention that had him apologize and never do anything like that again, thus proving it was not normalized at the time.
Yay.
So, no, that's not when it was normalized. However, notably, that was Biden. Trump's been doing this the entire time.
Trump did it before Biden,
like,
so...
He was, like, in his first term, he was doing the same thing. Not as brazenly, but he was still doing it. So, yeah, no, if you want to blame anyone for normalizing it, it's Trump. Although, anyone else who does it now still gets the media shitstorm for some reason. I don't know why he's exempted from it.
Because they're used to it. Like
he's flooded the zone. It's the flood the zone.
It's Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon strikes again, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Dale Partridge says, put your kids in a classical Christian school. 2 of my sons, 8 and 10, are preparing for their class debate against the heresy of Docetism. Tonight they are studying John 1:1 and how it upholds the hypostatic union. So put your kids in Christian school so they can learn this bullshit that will be completely useless in the rest of their lives?
Why do I suddenly have the scene from Young Sheldon, where Sheldon is talking to his new dorm mate in college, and he's going on about string theory, and his dorm mate is going to become a mechanical engineer. And his dorm mate is saying, oh, yeah, no, this computer right here, there's so many things it can do. And Sheldon's responding with, but string theory answers every question in the universe. What does your computer do? Well, what job can you get from string theory? Shut up.
Theoretical physicist. Easy answer, but it's still, I see your point. Also, theoretical physicist is not exactly a highly sought after.
Yeah, you could theoretically be a physicist, but I don't give a shit. I know that it's not bad.
Unless you're making groundbreaking discoveries and publishing books on it. Or even just publishing books that apologists will use the title of to discredit the rest of cosmology.
And at that point, is it the theoretical physicist part of your job that you're really using much, or is it the book author part that's actually your job?
It's the book author part. Also, the connections to Epstein, because I was referencing a specific person there.
Yeah, you're right. Lawrence Krauss is a person.
Yeah.
Again, I hate that our you mentioned it before, that you hate that our brains are poisoned enough to know those references immediately. I hate that too. Fuck.
Yeah, well, arguably, at least Lawrence Krauss is more notable than the pee drinking guy.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also I don't like that.
Fair. That is fair.
You're not wrong, but shut up.
Oh, yeah. And so right after Put Your Kids in Classical Christian School, Kevin Sorbo says, school is the destruction of the family. So does he include classical Christian school in that? Probably not. He'd probably give an exception for that.
My gut, say that you like children being idiots more.
Yeah, no. So as someone who works from home, school is the only thing that allows me to not murder my family. Summer break is tough. It's one of those things where kids just don't seem to be able to grasp the concept of I am at home, but I am not available.
Jesus.
So Fennec says, I went to a Christian school at 1.0 to 10, do not recommend. So I went to a Christian school as well, and I had a geography teacher ask the entire class about their potential future sex lives.
What business is it of theirs?
Yeah, he actually directly asked me in front of the class whether or not my girlfriend was a good kisser.
What business is it of yours, sir?
There was also another teacher there who had a habit of checking whether or not the girls' skirts were too short by waiting for them to sit down and then, like, peeking under the desks.
I think we found the pedophiles. It'd be real funny if something bad happened to him.
Well, I mean, so this is... Oh, I don't want to say this. This is where I can kind of understand where Dawkins was coming from with his I can't condemn mild pedophilia tweet. Not with regards to the guy checking girls' skirts, because everybody thought that was creepy and weird. But the guy who was asking, the geography teacher who was asking about sex lives, like, I legitimately thought that was hilarious at the time.
Yeah?
Like, hands down, he was actually my favorite teacher while I was there, because he was funny and engaging, and I don't know, I did not see anything inappropriate there as a child. Mm-hmm. As an adult, I'm like, why is this grown man asking children about their sex lives? But as a child who had not had sex yet, I was just like, this is a funny conversation. Ha ha ha.
This is funny, and I find it funny.
So, yeah. As a grown-up, yikes. As a kid, I didn't see the problem. So, like, this is one of those things where it's like, I can see how it's problematic as an adult, but as a kid, it didn't really impact me that much. So, like, this is where I can kind of see where he came from, but again, though, no. Just no.
Yeah, there's ways to be, and this is one of them that you can choose not to, be.
Fennec the Rabbit says, my sister had a teacher like that. He's in jail now.
I mean, who else is surprised?
Yeah.
My sister had a teacher who was an open pedophile. He's no longer a teacher. Yeah. News at 11.
Now, if he was a priest, he'd still be priesting.
No, if he was a priest, then the thing that actually has the most impact is him from behind whoever he's ruining.
I don't understand what that meant.
It is about a priest having sex with a child and how that is bad and wrong.
Okay. See, okay, well... So my thing was about how he'd still have a job if he was a priest instead of a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking... For some reason, when you said, like, him from behind whatever, in my head, it was like, what does that have to do with still having a job?
Well, so, the fact that when you do like, that, you no longer
my brain
get
was
one.
Just off on a walk on its own somewhere.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.